Hey, Dan Brennan and Alison Herlihy with the Herlihy Family Law. Welcome.
Thank you. Good to be here.
We had a great visit your first time. Great reviews on the radio. The people were very pleased to meet you. And a lot of people do know you because, again, you're from right here in Mobile, right? Born
That's
and
right,
raised?
yeah.
And so family law, we touched on this. It's a lot. There's a lot of things that you can be involved with. I'm going to look at some terms right now, and maybe you can help us understand them better. Okay?
Sure.
And all of this is, by the way, at the Herlihy Family Law website, which is excellent, by the way, including blogs and including also some big reviews. You'll see people who've been very pleased with their with the work they've done there. So, what exactly is an annulment? And is that not a divorce? It is a divorce? What is it?
Well, so the difference between a divorce and an annulment, in a divorce, that means that you used to be married, but you're not anymore. When you seek an annulment, you're asking for a court order basically saying that your marriage is void, which means it never existed because it wasn't legally entered into to begin with. So some examples of ways you could get an annulment would be if one of the parties didn't have the capacity to get married, such as maybe they were a minor when they entered into the marriage, or they were married to someone else when they entered into the marriage.
How about other times when simply there was so much false information shared by the two before they got married? Then one's like, possibly the female, is like, wait a minute, I didn't know this, I didn't know that. Would that be a candidate for an annulment?
It's possible to get an annulment if you can prove that you were fraudulently induced into the marriage, but it's really limited circumstances that it would apply.
What is guardianship?
Guardianship would be if you have a situation where you either have a minor that doesn't have parents who can take care of them, or an incapacitated adult, so somebody who via a mental or physical condition can't take care of themselves, and someone else needs a court order to be able to make decisions for them. So,
all right, I know what this is because I have an IQ over 12, so I know what it is, but I don't know exactly how you go about it or if it is problematic. But name changes.
Yeah.
Legally changing your name, is that a big hurdle to get over? Is it just something administratively you've got to do rather than, how's that work?
It is a little more on the administrative side, but those are in probate court here in Mobile, and there will be a hearing scheduled where you have to appear in court and give some testimony. The main reasons are to make sure that you're not doing this to, run from the law or evade creditors or anything of that nature.
Got it.
When you get divorced, the wife, if she's changed her name when she got married, you can change your name back to your maiden name as part of the divorce. But sometimes people forget to do that, or they decide later that they want to change their name. So if it's not covered in the divorce, they'd have to file a separate name change action.
There's another term out there, and again, I think I know what it means. Maybe not as clearly as you do, but we hear it a lot with celebrities, and it's prenuptials. How often, you're laughing, how often do you come across a divorce case where actually prenuptials are part of what you've got to sort through?
I would say that prenuptial agreements are more and more common. People get married older nowadays than they used to, and it's a lot more common to have situations where both the future husband and future wife have their own careers, have their own assets. Maybe it's even the people's, second or third marriage, and they have adult children they have to think about. I think prenuptial agreements are a great idea.
Really?
They may seem unromantic to most people, but, the facts are, more than 50% of marriages end in divorce nowadays, and knowing that these issues are off the table from the beginning can kind of take a lot of pressure off.
Yeah, and if you're in fact in your third marriage now, it makes sense, right?
Right. I would advise anyone that already has their own assets to consider doing a prenuptial agreement.
Last but not least, mediation. How does that work?
So mediation is a form of what we call alternative dispute resolution. So what that means is the goal is to try to get you off the track where you're going to go to court and resolve your case in a trial in front of a judge. And you're going to do it on your own. The benefits of it are that it's private, it's confidential. And the parties, it's especially well suited for divorce cases.
Okay.
The parties can have a lot of say in what the outcome is.
Gotcha. Give everybody that website for Herlihy Family Law and also that phone number so they can get in touch with you.
Yes, it's www.herlihyfamilylaw.com, and our phone number is 251-432-7909.
Alison, thank you.
Thank you.